Now, there's one more thing I want to show you on this as far as cleanup passes, but we'll be doing a lot of that today as we're doing the job. And that is to take a sponge, and get any of that excess off of there. And this is going to save you so much sanding. That's almost ready, if it were taped, for a second coat of mud, but we'll put the tape on there and do the same thing, and it's really going to save you a lot of time. This is the new technology, believe it or not, of sanding with the sponge. Okay, so I wanted to illustrate whatever you leave behind as far as extra compound, you get the privilege of taking it off. And if you want to sand it off, that's fine, but that creates a lot of dust. So what I like to do is, this is not normally how smooth this would be, but I wanted to illustrate using a sponge as a sanding method, because it'll smooth that out and still feather it. Even though this is just the first coat, you're going to have 3 more coats possibly on this that'll, get smooth. But you can use this a lot, and it'll keep the dust down in the environment, and it does a really good job. So let me show you that. Okay, so what you do is just kind of hit it like that. After it's set up, you put the tape on, it's set up for a few minutes, and as you can see, we can just wipe that smooth, and it starts to smooth it out. Now, don't take too much off. You still need to leave some to let it feather out. But again, there's several coats going to go back on top of that, so we shouldn't have any problem smoothing that back out with additional compound. So you don't want a whole lot of water on the sponge. It just has to be moist enough to where it will absorb the extra compound and smooth it out, but you don't want to be rubbing it off. You don't want to be tearing it off. You just want to be smoothing it down a little bit. And again, if you were using your 6-inch knife with a fast little taper, so when we smooth this out, you can do this on all the layers that you're sanding. And it really helps it out. But again, there wouldn't be this much left. I did this for illustration purposes as to how to wet sand a joint. But again, you don't want to be leaving that off now and sanding it later. Go ahead and hit it right now while it's still wet, and you can clean that up that easily.